It's Thursday night. You know, I was picking out my pajamas to wear tonight. The requirement. So every time I go to TJ Maxx, I try to tell myself, don't even look at the pajamas. But I do, because I love pajamas. The bigger, the better, the softer, the less emblems, the better. This is almost too much emblem for me. I think these are made by Bjorn, I don't know, something. Bjorn. They're real comfortable. Emily, I just did an IAP meeting on the subscriber page like at 7. Then I had a Zoom. A work call at 8 at night is not good times around here. But so I was picking out my pajamas and I was thinking, if I squint my eyes and think real hard, I can remember 28, 29 years ago. I'm 47. Do you know what I was doing then? Oh, I was getting ready. I was getting ready for Milano's, or I was getting ready for a party at 6 Dixie. Yes, I was. That's where my husband lived. Of course, we weren't married. He didn't give me the time of the day back then. Amos is better. I have a sick person at my house who has the flu, and took him to the doctor yesterday, and he has a double ear infection. And then my oldest son, who's 16, decided he was going to wrestle. So he went to practice, I don't know, maybe 2 days. He's broken his leg. No, it's fractured, which I don't think he knew was a break. He was like, well, at least I didn't break my leg. I was like, it's a fracture. He was like, I know, but it's not a break. Gosh. This is what happens when a 16-year-old goes to the doctor without you. I said, what did the doctor say? Oh, I don't know. He said you don't have an ACL tear, which was the worry. So that's good. We're glad about that. I said, well, what about the brace? Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask him. I said, are you going to get a cast? Oh, I don't know. Look how red my tongue is. Because I've eaten like 400 Luden's cough drops. Did you know they still make cherry Luden's cough drops? And they're real good. So we got fractured bone. We got croup, flu, ear infections. And we have old mama in her blue pajama. What is it? Llama Llama red pajama? I'm going to write a book. Old mama in her blue pajama. Discuss Biden. Mary Catherine, do I look like I have idiot written on my forehead? What do you mean discuss Biden? What do you act like I'm like married to him? There's nothing I can discuss. You want to talk about Star Wars Legos? I'm your person. You want to talk about IP meetings? Ding, ding, ding. You want to talk about sheet changing? Do you want to talk about why you never should buy Kleenex? Because it exists on a roll? Yep. Talk to me. In fact, come over and be a subscriber. And for $5 a month, I'll talk to you about it. Is Amos in his third shower of the day? Yes, he is. Amos is the world's cleanest person on the planet. They are the best. Used to eat like candy. So I was on the Zoom call, and if I talk too much, I lose my voice, and then I start hacking up my lungs like I'm going to throw up. So I've decided that I can eat constantly eat Biden's cough, not Biden, Luden's cough drops. Discuss Nancy. What are y'all like trying to ruin my Thursday night? It's Thursday night. I can't talk politics. I'm happy. I'm in bed. I'm getting ready to sleep with not my husband, but the 9-year-old with autism who is coughing up a lung all night long. Do you know what that feels like? It's not good. not good. I did make dinner tonight, I would like to point out. I had a big old pork loin from Food Line that I tossed in the crock pot. And I put, what did I put in there? I put some of my friend Andale Homestead's barbecue sauce in there. Then I put some Stuckey's. And then I put some Baby Ray's. I put basically whatever I could find in the refrigerator. My video on IEPs didn't show up on Instagram. You know why? Because I have Ricola. I have Amos's old iPad. You know, we got rid of it. And I was going to do a simultaneous video on Instagram and Facebook. Me's not technologically savvy. So now I'm trying to put Facebook on the iPad so I can do Instagram live on my phone. I mean, I can't do all these things. You know, Jane, Amos doesn't usually care about being clean. He's just, it's hard to find enough to do. He's been home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day. And rub, fix, vapor rub on the bottom of his feet. You know, I did know that, but I've never understood why it goes on the bottom of your feet. Wouldn't it be closer if you put it up on your chest? You are the greatest blue pajama mama. You're from Colorado? Does Adrienne live in Colorado? She wishes she did today. So jealous over all y'all snow. You know where I really wish I lived? Damn, I would have gone to Buffalo for the weekend. Buffalo is awesome. Awesome. They're getting 5 feet of snow. What is that even like? 5 feet of snow? Blows my mind. Showers are relaxing. Slice of onion in his socks. I can't have people sleeping with onion in their socks in my bed. Oh my gosh. I would just as soon have somebody like projectile vomiting in my bed, which I've had, not that. Yes, I'm going to go get the humidifier. I've been moving it around. Snowing in Arkansas, it is. I'm so jealous. No, Thursday nights in college, we would go to Milano's, or we go to Spike's, we go to the KA house, we go to Bojangles on the way back, go to, I'm having like flashbacks. Miami Subs, hot Jello. If y'all think Amos is going to eat some hot Jello, I got some beachfront property to sell you in Minnesota. I mean, onions in his socks and Jello, you might as well like start sawing off your pinky toes with a nail file. I mean, the idea of putting onions in his socks. This is someone who is very difficult to get him to take a teeny tiny bit of medicine. Onion pulls out sickness. Onion would make me puke my brains out. Everyone helps each other. Vicks on both, bottom of feet, socks on your chest and your neck. Potato and onions in your socks. Well, you might as well just stand around in beef vegetable soup. Like Hansel and Gretel and get cooked up. Amos is taking a bath in beef vegetable vapor rub stew. I miss Bojangles. I am not putting any onion in this dirt bed. No, I refuse. Discount the onion and socks. Save my mother from dying in pneumonia. I would like somebody to send me a research study on that. Zach's on Thursday night. You know, I don't know if I ever went to Zach's. Zach's. It sounds familiar. Zach's. I tell you where I did go on Thursday night. My friend Devin Stronach might deny it, but it's true. Devin and I would how do you get him to take medication? It's difficult. Devin and I would, she's going to kill me for telling this story. We would leave the bar and be time to go back to school, go to Meredith. And I guess back then there was no Uber. So you either walked or you took a cab because people were smart to not drive back then. Yeah, I guess we walked or took a cab. Well, on the way home from Milano's, you could stop at Gumby's Pizza. Now, Gumby's, there are a lot of beaches in Minnesota. I'm talking about the beach, not a beach, like the ocean beach. You could get a pizza. And Gumby's would give you free pizzas if they had any, like, left over. Okay, I'm coming. Well, we decided they wouldn't have them left over, so what we would do is order a pizza we wanted, like, I don't know, at about 1:40, and then at about 2:20, we would go in there and be like, do you have any pizzas? And they'd be like, yeah, we got this pepperoni here nobody picked up. We'd be like, oh, well, we'll take it. Here's $2. Help me out of here. Okay, I'm coming. Turn off the water. Here's your towel.
Nice and clean.
Nice and clean.
That's it.
Yeah, here, you gotta put your towel on. There we go.
Nice and clean.
Uh-huh. You are nice. Nice and clean.
That's it.
That's it. Gumby's was good. Amos, I'll go get your jammies. I mean, it was really good. Oh my God, y'all are still talking about these onions. I'm not doing that. I mean, it's not going to happen. Like, if anybody can tell me that they put onions in their autistic child's socks, I'll give you $100. And you can't do it tonight. You had to have done it prior to this. Yes, I'll give you $100. Mm-hmm. Now, what are we going to put on? Warm jammies, because we don't have a fever. We can wear real pajamas now. How about feety pajamas? Yeah, we like feety pajamas. It's so cold in here, we have no heat. And my husband came upstairs, and I was sitting in front of the gas logs, and he was like, are there any blankets up here? I said, yeah, there's one. He goes, I mean, I don't want one that somebody's been sick on. I said, well, you can have this one. I just washed it, a dinosaur blanket. Well, I don't want to take your blanket. I said, well, we have a lot of blankets, way too many up in the closet. Look up there. Do you see this? These are blankets. People in my family struggle to find. I said, why do you need a blanket? He goes, because you have the gas on, and that just sucks the heat from the downstairs. Or, no, it's the thermostat. I was like, we don't have any heat on. Oh. Because the coil broke. We thought, like, the air was kind of struggling this fall. And he was like, we can just pour some Freon in it. Let's deal with it later. Because I just didn't have the energy to deal with a new system. And, well, ding, ding, ding. Come to find out, it has to do with the heat, too. How long till you get it? Well, we ordered the part a week ago. What's today? So a week ago, maybe another week. Yeah, I mean, right. Thank you, Jessica. I feel seen. Amos doesn't even wear socks. That's such a good point. Place the onion near the bed. I cannot have this onion in my nose. I'll get grossed out. Amos, you want to put on your feety jammies? No. Feeties? Feeties? Are you tired? Hi. 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 This is what we do. We get out of the shower and we lay on the floor in our nice cozy towel for about 10 minutes, and then we decide it's time to get up and get ready. You know, I think part of the reason he's probably enjoyed being sick is that we have not had to go anywhere. We haven't had to go to bed to get ready for school. We haven't had to get up in the morning. We don't have to get out of the shower at a certain time. We do nothing. We just hang out. We read books. We build Legos. We watch Bubble Guppies. And we play with the dog. That's what we do. And on Thursday nights, we put on blue pajamas. Well, he didn't know we didn't have heat. I mean, it's a little busy around here. We don't talk about everything that's happening. He didn't know we didn't have heat. He thought that I had the heat off because Amos had a fever, which was a good point because I had Amos in like summer pajamas because I was trying to get him not hot. I don't know what happened in Idaho. I don't think that's anything that needs to stop. I don't think that's like a regular thing, like a shooting. 4 students were stabbed in Idaho. And I feel like the police aren't saying a lot by saying, and the other 2 roommates were home at the time and they were unharmed. I don't know how big their house was, but how could you... I mean, I wake up around here if somebody makes this sound. Seriously. Mothers, I mean, there's no sleeping. No. You just sleep like this. Maybe it's because back then there was a lot of alcohol involved. Or Gumby's Pizza late night. And you're tired. Yes, Chrissy, a forced slowdown. I mean, though maybe sometimes they're tired. I think they know what happened. Well, I hate to say anybody knows anything when they don't, because you don't want anybody to be like blamed for something like that. How's the hoarder cleaning up? Ugh. So my condo in Raleigh had a hoarder. She died, which is sad. And we have not started the work yet. We are getting ready to. We have to gut the condo. Mm-hmm. Yep, because there was 12,000 pounds of trash in about, 400 square feet. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. Yep, in Raleigh, my old stomping grounds. Before I had kids, nothing woke me up. Well, I mean, that's true. The flu is awful. My 3 boys have had fever since that day. All three of your children have the flu. I like to sleep. In fact, some people like to exercise. Other people like to run marathons. Some people like to crochet. I like to put on clean pajamas and wallow in the bed. That is my hobby. I don't even know if that counts as a hobby. But boy, it's mine. My husband will be like, I'm going to go on a bike ride. I'm like, I'm going to lay right here on this couch. No, it's good to exercise, though. It's good for your mental health, and it's good for your brain. People that exercise, like really serious exercise, like walk 4 miles an hour 3 times a week, are 62% less likely to have Alzheimer's. You know, my father-in-law is sharp as a tack, and he's like 87, 86. And he's always been a runner, like well into his 70s. And I'm like, I wonder if that helped, you know?
Becker Films International. Should I say it?
Becker Films International.
That's
okay.
right.
That's
it
right.
Breaks the logo.
Yes.
No, breaking logo.
Breaking logo. Okay. Bossy Britches and I are getting ready to get tucked in night-night. Goodbye. Enjoy your Thursday night.
He breaks that logo.
Hope we sleep.